Good morning, beloved. Good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast. Hello, 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 hello. It is wonderful connecting with you, wonderful saying hi. Hello, how do you do? What is happening with you, beloved? What is going on in your world? Blessings, 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 and more blessings I speak unto you. For those who will be live, yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's make this thing do what it do. All right. For those who will hashtag and replay it, I love it. For those who will be on, I don't know you're on. I might not never know you're on. I can appreciate that. And then for those of you who will be used by Papa at some point down the road to encourage this here girl. All right, come on in. Because we all need encouragement at some point or a time or another. Yes, yes, yes. And yes, but I am grateful. I really am. I'm grateful for this opportunity. I'm grateful for a mind to do what is mine to do. That's what I am. I'm grateful for a mind to do what is mine to do. Because why not? There's so many individuals in history who have done what is theirs to do, and our life is better for it. Come on now. Yes, our life is better for it because they did what was theirs to do. And, there's a statement that I make so often, but it's so true. Like it rings so true in my soul. Can't nobody do what you can do. It's not even theirs to do, it's yours to do. And so when you realize that, when you get that in your soul, then you wake up differently. You move differently. You think differently about how you show up in Papa's universe. Do you see? So it is imperative for you to do what is yours to do. It's imperative for you to do that. Do what's yours to do. And don't give yourself an option. So, um, So, so when we think about doing what's yours to do, so what's my topic today? Oh, do the best that you can. The topic today is do the best you can. Now, that we don't stay there. That's our starting point. Do the best you can is the starting point. We got to start somewhere. We've got to make a decision at some point that we're going to show up in life with the best that we have right now. Now, it's so important to give yourself permission to do the best that you can. Because what happens if we don't give ourselves permission to have that as our starting point, then, beloved, we will beat ourselves up with shoulda, coulda, woulda, if only, was supposed to, ought to have. I hear you. I hear you. It just doesn't serve you. That's all I'm saying. Like, yes, hold yourself accountable because that's growth. There's progress. There's right. We can move from there. So hold yourself accountable, absolutely. But beat yourself up, never, because it's just not going to serve you, right? It's just not going to help you if you beat yourself up. So yes, yes, yes. Hold yourself accountable, but give yourself grace because um but give yourself grace because you're going to need that energy. 1 second. Because you're going to need that energy to, here we go. All right, I just want to make sure. Because you're going to need, good morning, Ray Price. Thank you for your prayers. Because you're going to need that energy to do the work of change. You're going to need that energy to do the work of transformation. You're going to need that energy to keep getting you up in the morning to keep having you to make the adjustment and make the choices that are life-giving for you. So we don't have the luxury, beloved. We just simply don't. We don't have the luxury of beating ourselves up. We don't have the luxury of that. We don't have the luxury of talking down to ourselves. We don't have the luxury of second guessing ourselves or second guessing our worth or even ourselves, right? We don't have the luxury of that because you're going to use energy to do that. You're going to use energy. You need that energy to do the best you can, because we're not staying at the best that you can right now. Today is the baseline. That's the baseline. Assess it. See where see where it can get you. See what it will allow to be available for you in life. See how much it offers you, right? See what it brings you, the best that you can. See what it brings you, that best. And then decide, is it sufficient? Like, is it sufficient? Is it enough? Is it sufficient? Does it give you what it is that you truly desire? Does it give you what you want? Does it have you on the trajectory or what you desire for your life? Do you see? If it does, good morning, Virginia from Virginia. If it does, then continue with that. Figure out how to sustain it. Figure out how to keep it at the level in which it works for you. Figure that out. But beloved, if it does not, then you have got to be on the next track of bettering your best, right? Bettering you. So we either sustain in our best because it works for us, it's sufficient, or we better our best because we still got some growing and some expansion and all those things to do. It's one of the, you right? It's one or the other. When we have committed to give ourselves the best possible life that we can give ourselves. So I'm inviting you to assess your best. Assess your best. Good morning, Erica. Hey, honey bun. I'm inviting you to assess your best. Assess your best from a life-giving lens. Assess your best from an empowerment lens. Assess your best from a grace lens. Because we over here do not beat ourselves up. We ain't got time. We ain't got energy. We don't have the luxury to do that. So we do not do that. And if we have a habit of doing it, I'm going to invite you out of that habit. I'm going to invite you out of the habit of beating yourself up. Speak life to yourself. The words that you use have to be words of empowerment, words of love, words of grace, certainly words of accountability, words of truth. But truth sets us free. Truth does not bind us. So, beloved, do the best that you can. But let's start with, once you assess your best, ask yourself the question, does this best work for me? Does this best sustain what I desire in this area of life? Is this best sufficient for me? Will this best get me where it is that I need to go? Assess your best. Assess your best. Okay? Tomorrow and the rest of the week, we're going to talk about bettering your best and all those kinds of things. But right now, we just want to look at what is our best. What does our best look like? Where does our best take us? What does our best sustain? What are the parameters of my best in this particular area of my life? Is the best the trajectory of the best? Like, here's the best. What does my best in this area look like for me? What does it bring me next week? What does it allow for next month? How does it position me in a half a year? 2 years down the road, what is my best? What is the outcome? What's the harvest of my best? So that's what I'm inviting us to look for. Do the best you can. Like, so, assess your best. That's probably what could have been the title of today. So we're starting off with doing the best you can. And I guess tomorrow I don't know what we'll do tomorrow. Anyway, do the best that you can. Do the best you can. And while you're doing the best you can, you're assessing the trajectory of your best. I'll come up with some better words tomorrow, maybe. But you're assessing your best for its sufficiency. Is it sufficient? Is it enough? Does it work? If it's enough, sustain it. If it's enough, build the muscles to sustain your best. If it is not enough, beloved, then what you're going to need to do is better your best. You're going to need to better your best. However, our conditions for doing these things is grace, love, honesty, truth. Well, truth and honesty. Okay. It seemed like definitely accountability, right? So to assess it, to see if it's working. And growth and expansion is built into our DNA. As humans, we grow in utero, right? We grow within our mama's belly, right? We don't stay the size at conception, the seed and the sperm. We don't stay at that stage. We have perpetual stages in life. All of life has its stages. Now, and so there's growth built into our DNA. Growth built in. Okay. Now, moving forward, do the best that you can at whatever stage you find yourself in. Give it what you have. Give it all that you have. And don't half step. Don't slack on anything because we can't afford it. I'm not inviting us to be neurotic because that don't serve us either. So I'm not inviting us to be neurotic. No, not at all. However, be diligent. Be diligent. Show up with diligence so that we can maximize our outcome. Erica says, I used to beat myself up, but learning to love yourself to the fullest has changed me. When you beat yourself constantly, it can cause stress as well. Absolutely right on point there, Erica, right? It's just not helpful. It's just not helpful to beat ourselves up, to hold ourselves accountable, yes. To speak, to look at ourselves soberly, absolutely. Right? To give ourselves the facts of the situation, you better believe it. But to beat yourself up, no way, Jose. It is not life-giving. It's not loving to you. It's not helpful. It's just simply not helpful. Thank you for the love. It is just simply not helpful. So we don't beat ourselves up. We do not. We simply do not beat ourselves up because it's not helpful. Now, we love on ourselves. We honor ourselves. We hold ourselves accountable. We do all the things that can move us closer to whatever it is, that growth, expansion, that goal is for ourselves. So love on you, beloved. Love on you. Give yourself all the love that you have to give yourself. And as you give, it shall be given unto you, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. And running over. I want the running over love. And I'm going to give and I got it. I got it. I got it. I do. I have it. So give and it shall be given unto you. Boo. Okay. All right. So do the best you can. It's not an excuse. Like, it's not a license to excuse yourself from trying again, from giving it more effort. It's not an excuse. It is a starting place. It is a start. This is baseline. Now, if you want to stay at baseline because it's sufficient for you, then cool. But I don't know. I'm about growth. I'm about expansion and increasing and seeing what else is possible. What's next? Let's grow. Let's grow. Let's grow. But in some areas of our lives, this is wherever we are right now is working. So then that's just about sustaining, right? If wherever you are in your life is working, let's sustain that, right? There are some services that I offer, and sustaining those is working for me right now, right? Sustaining those services is working for me right now. And so I am super excited about what that looks like. I'm super excited about sustaining the elements that's working for me, because, it can't just be add. You got to release at some point, because if you don't, then the adding becomes too much, right? Then whatever you're doing doesn't serve you well and doesn't serve others well, because it is too much. Too much. Now, do the best that you can, because even if what you're doing now is too much and it's time for you to release some things, still give yourself grace. Like, do the releasing with grace. Or we don't have to be disruptive. We don't have to tear things up in trying to get our equilibrium or whatever, right? And trying to get our best rhythm. We don't have to, we have to be disgruntled and tell people, like, come on, the energy, put that over there. That kind of energy is interesting to me. I'm curious when I run into that kind of energy. I'm like, what is happening? What is going on here? Okay. Okay. I'm not biting, though. Not biting. Okay. So this week's conversation starts with doing the best that you can. All right. Okay, beloved, I love you. I appreciate you. I value you. And at the moment, Abba gave us our breath. Me and you forfeited. We relinquished. You and I gave up the right to not be amazing. You just simply don't have the right to not be amazing. So let's do that thing. Let's give ourselves the best that we can, so that we can live our fullest, freest, highest, that's the highest, truest version of ourselves. Have a fantastic day. I love you, for real.